going to show you some coins that could potentially 10x to 1000x your money according to high risk ratio, meaning low risk to high risk. And I put them in their own type of asset class as well, so you can compare them alongside each other and decide which ones to go for. If it sounded interesting, drop that like, give me a subscribe. Welcome back to Cryptogains for another video. In my last videos, if you haven't seen them, I was speaking about, let me grab it up, we did AI coins, we did decentralized social media. Now we're going to tackle the metaverse, the whole metaverse digital asset class, because there are a ton of coins that are going to really perform well, potentially in 2023, which involves metaverse. And I still think that we're going to see an insane rally for the metaverse trend. It will kick off again. Mark Zuckerberg, I call him Zuckerras. I think he's onto something. I know that his stock has been falling and whatnot, but I do think he's onto something. And I do think that it's going to pick up again in the future to come. Who knows? Maybe the whole AI trend might help with the whole metaverse trend and it might spark it again. But this is not financial advice. So do your further research before you invest your money. What would I have as my blue chip cryptos for metaverse? Well, there's a few, and just real quick, just to touch on this, I updated my AI, because there are so many low cap coins that you can get involved in. So I'll put this on here, you can see it here. So there's KAT, CTI, Orichain, ORAI, and ALI, Artificial Liquid Intelligence. Check them out if you want to get yourself into, if you want to come down the rabbit hole on AI and grab a 100x gem. So let's take a look for the blue chips. There's going to be a few, because there's some great metaverses that I think is going to have great potential that can 10x. The Sandbox, that's one of them. For those that are new, the Sandbox is like your Minecraft. It's a big metaverse. Essentially a play to earn, but you can treat it like a metaverse. People will be coming in here to, socialize and do things, and the partnerships are insane. I haven't seen this, it's new to me. Look, mint your avatar. So I'm not going to touch on the partnerships. You know how I feel about this. This will 10x. And if you look at the prices of where it is right now, 63 pence, times 10 is a £6.34 pence. It done it before, it can do it again. If you look here, the all-time high was about £6.29 pence. So I think it will be one of those 10x metaverse coins. So let me put this in first. There's going to be a few in this one. So SAND, S-A-N-D, SAND. I should make this smaller. I should make the writing smaller, because I know that I'm going to have to try and fit a lot in here, SAND. And I'm going to do the slash for the next one. You guys probably know these metaverses, but if you don't, this is your low risk. If you're someone that's new, you want to invest in like a metaverse type of project, these are your low risk. They're not going low risk. They're not going anywhere. They're going to be around long term, and you could potentially make some good money off them. Now, they could do more than what I'm saying here than a 10x. But I'm just trying to fit it into categories so you understand what blue chip metaverses are compared to the high risk that are to come, so you can decide which ones you want to get involved with. Next one is Decentraland. Mana. This is another one that I think will do extremely well with 10x, maybe even more, but I'm classing this as a blue chip. What do I class as blue chip? Well, if you see tokens over $1 billion in market cap, for me, that's like a blue chip. Okay, so anything $1 billion or above, I would consider it as like a blue chip stock. Essentially, it's not going anywhere. It's doing, it's doing really well. It's going to go stick around long term, and this would be the other one. So Decentraland is, it says here, create, explore, trade. You can use VR in this as well. This is like your what's that thingy is on your VR headset? Chat VR. It's a bit like that. Not too much, but you can come over here, start talking, chat, socialize. It's a metaverse. I think it's going to do extremely well. Love the avatars. I mean, the clothing looks phenomenal. Love that. So I'm going to add this to it as well. Some mana. We've got a few more to go, so I'm just going to get, at least another one that I would consider as a blue chip. I want to try and give you as much knowledge as I can on these metaverses, so you can, look at them in their own categories and decide which one you think is best for you. ApeCoin. So ApeCoin is going to be evolved around the metaverse, the other side. Shall I see if I can grab it up? And this is part of the whole Bored Apes, ecosystem. Other side. Does it come up here? Other side, metaverse. This will launch soon, if it hasn't already launched, and I think it's going to be one to seriously pay attention to. This straight away is considered a blue chip metaverse. So, check out the website and stuff that says the world. You can click on the world and you can see more about it. Can you see like the NFTs and stuff, what the world's going to look like. I've seen gameplay on this as well. But this is something you should pay attention to if you want the low risk. If you're not, it's weird thinking that this could be a low risk because it's, already got such a big backing behind it. But if you want that low risk, ApeCoin, well, I'll probably say, you need to use ApeCoin inside the metaverse, and I'm assuming this is going to be the main token for the metaverse other side. So yeah, ApeCoin is your good bet to jump in on to get involved with the other side metaverse. So I'm just going to put ApeCoin there real quick. Ape. I'm just going to call it, ApeCoin. Here we go. So those are your metaverses. Looks a bit weird. Shall I stretch it out? I didn't really want to stretch it out, but maybe I'll have to. There you go. So those are your blue chip metaverses. If you're looking for something more, riskier than your blue chip, you got your mid caps, which is a 50x. Now this was really hard to try and find, because when I talk metaverse, I'm trying to separate, and you'll understand what I'm getting at. I'm trying to separate the whole, let's play a game and there's like a metaverse inside a gaming thing compared to an actual metaverse. And it's not hard to find, it's not easy to find. There's not many blue chip, so mid-cap metaverse projects that are just metaverse. A lot of it is gaming, so I thought to myself, if I'm going to choose something like that, I'm going to have to choose something that I think where a serious metaverse could arise from. So I chose Gala. Now you're thinking, really? Gala's a gaming project, gaming ecosystem? Yes. But I believe that, because I'm looking on, this is the Gala website, right? I believe we may in the future see a serious metaverse type of project come out on the Gala ecosystem, and it could spark a lot of attention. And to be honest, we may already have it, because they dropped this Voxes, which this could potentially be a future metaverse for people in the long term. Because if you come down and have a look, they've got like these Voxes where you can use and explore, right? And use them in a form of metaverse. Some may say it's a game, but I think that it could lean towards more of the metaverse type of feel. So I don't know. I'm just going to see what happens. I don't even know if this whole Vox game, or what, if you want to call it a metaverse, is even active yet. But if it is, it's going to be a big thing. And this is what I'm saying, how some form of a metaverse project could come from the Gala ecosystem. And this could be it. So I would click on the Gala. I would go for Gala for this. And again, it's very likely that I might use Gala for gaming as well, because, I've got the gaming one here as well. But this is your mid-cap, Gala. Right there. Because, it's hard to find some mid-caps. This looks good. I'm really curious. Are they going to be launching Vox metaverse, like a Voxverse? Let's just have a quick look. Townstar. Each of the 8 series are based on beloved characters. The Gala, okay, it says check out. Okay, so I know they're using it for Townstar, DreamWorks Trolls. Gala's reimagining the Trolls characters, probably unique NFT avatars. Voxverse. So there will be a Vox metaverse. And is this the type of thing where you can explore? Look, bring your Vox to life. Enter the Voxverse. So Gala Games is the forefront. Just trying to show you, right? Is the forefront of future connected game experience. Okay, yeah, cool. Let's have a look. This guy here talking a little bit about it. It's an AMA, so I'm not going to touch on that. Townstar. So I know you've been able to use your your Voxes for Townstar and other games, but this whole Voxverse could be the metaverse that people have been waiting for on the Gala ecosystem. So, and again, I'll touch on it more once it happens, but this is what I'm looking for, and this is what I'm waiting for. Voxverse. Enter the Voxverse. All your little Voxes are just running around, you know what I mean? So, a bit like the sandbox, but Voxverse. Anyway, so that's your mid-cap. Let's talk about low caps. Now you're really coming down the rabbit hole. Because if, you like I said, you can play it safe and invest in like your sandbox and your Decentralands or your Ape coins, or you can really come down the rabbit hole and start investing in riskier coins that could potentially 100x your money. Metaverse ones. Which metaverse projects am I talking about? And drop your comments down below if there's any metaverse coins that you think that I haven't already said yet. The first one, Everdome. Everdome has I haven't even spoken about, price sales and things like that yet. I'll go back onto that in a second. Everdome has a 46 million market cap. You can see here 100 billion in supply. So this would be considered as a low cap gem or a low cap coin because it's under 100 million. If you come over to Gala, you can see it's about 312 million, right? So that's why it's your mid cap. For me, anything under 100 million is considered as a low cap coin that has huge potential to blow. So 46 million, if this was to 100x our money, and again, do your further research on these before you invest into them kind of thing, like this, times it by 100, this would go to a 4.6 billion market cap. That's 100x. So for those that are new to Everdome, this is like the most polished looking beautiful looking type of metaverse where people can engross themselves in. Look at this, access evidence alpha spaceport. I think I did this. Did I do a play to earn on this? I might bring a play to a video. I might bring a video on this whole experience where you can, roam around the whole thing. Because look, it looks astonishing. It just looks absolutely phenomenal. If you was gonna get a metaverse that felt like your Tomorrowlands, something that was so real and felt like really like you was there, and if it has VR capability and stuff, and you can socialize with your friends and stuff, see them in there. This is it. This is the world that I would want to live in. Because, you got the sandbox and all these things, but they look like gamey, like 8-bit kind of modeled. This is just beautiful looking. That's all I can say. It is so beautiful. That's what my mum would say. It looks so beautiful. So, this is why I think that this is a great one to get into that could seriously 100x our money, purely because it's so hyper-realistic. And that's what they're going for, the hyper-realistic metaverse. So that's your first one. Let me drop this down because, again, there's a lot of things I can touch on in relation to metaverse, right? So Dome is your first 100x coin that you could potentially get in the whole metaverse space. The next one would be Victoria VR. So Victoria VR is another metaverse type project, but it focuses on using VR as a headset to be immersed into the metaverse. And you can see here from the pictures and stuff, different types of sceneries and places where you would be able to explore in this metaverse. It's saying here, immerse yourself, dive into the world's first realistic metaverse. This does look realistic. If you look at these faces here that they're using, the models and stuff, they do look realistic. And they've been using Unreal Engine to do this. And they're also using the Quest, or they call it the Meta now, the Meta Quest or whatever it's called. So it's likely that when they fully develop their product, their metaverse project, we may, who knows, may be able to use it on the Quest VR headset. And if we can, that's massive. I'm kind of looking for that 2023. This year going forward, I'm looking for projects that immerse into VR, because I believe VR, of all of the whole metaverse type of thing, VR is the one that's going to be really in the limelight. I think VR is going to evolve this year, and this is going to take the forefront. And once we hear more about VR headsets getting better, because got the Quest Pro, right? I got it in the back sitting over there. Once we hear about more VRs, getting better and stuff, this is going to really shine, and people are going to dive into this quick because they're going to want to get that opportunity to make 100x gains. It's got a 16 million market cap. Right, so again, 100x on this. What we're talking, 1.6 billion. Let's have a quick look at this real quick. Put this in there like this, times it by 100. This will be sitting on a 1.6 billion market cap when it does 100 times your money back. A $1,000 investment turns to $100,000. A $500 investment turns to $50,000. Think about that, because that's what this is about. This is why I'm trying to put this into these categories, because you can invest your 500 quid into Sandbox or Mana and probably make 10, 20, 30 times your money. If you're lucky, 50 times your money, but you're more or less likely to, or you'll have to invest more. Maybe you'll have to invest like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, and then hopefully make that turnover. Whereas, these ones here, Victoria VR, I'm just going to call it VR. Oh, I messed it up. What have I done? Victoria VR, you could probably invest less and get more on your returns just by investing in a lower cap. So that's why I'm saying come down the rabbit hole and check it out. If you want to buy these real quick, Victoria VR, you can buy it on KuCoin, Uniswap, Gate.io. If you want to buy Everdome, you can buy it on PancakeSwap, Gate.io. It's all on most of the exchanges, Hotbit, all of that. If you want to buy Garlic, you can get Garlic anywhere. Just straight up get Garlic anywhere. Don't even need to say, just look at anything, you'll find it. 8coin is on, real quick, I want to touch it. Binance, BingX, I don't know that one. Coinbase, just real quick, because some people want to buy it, right? Decentraland, you can get on like Binance, just the standard ones. Yeah, and obviously Sandbox and Binance as well. So after Victoria VR, what would be another low cap? There's a lot of low caps that you can 100x your money on. Wilder World. I just call it Wilder World. Wilder World is another 100x. So this is another potential metaverse that is gonna, potentially perform well. They dropped a recent trailer. Is this it? I don't know. They dropped a recent trailer showing some, I want to say gameplay footage or just footage of this metaverse and how it looks, and it looked really good. You can go on YouTube and check it out, but this is an undervalued metaverse that could do really, really well. I'm hoping that it does not go the whole Grand Theft Auto kind of way, because then it becomes a game in a meta. It's like you're playing a game and it's like a metaverse. I want it to be really, I want to be able to socialize. I want to go and talk to someone and say, hey, look, I know it's like a game. I know it's a play to earn, but they're dropping these things like, you can buy yourself some wheels, some cars, some kicks, cribs, land, all these different things that essentially is what you need in a metaverse. So to own these things, come and socialize. I'm hoping it's more going to be more of the socialized type of metaverse than a play, let's do this quest kind of thing. And it's okay if it is. It's not a problem, because Sandbox is like that. But this is the difference between Sandbox and Decentraland, right? And I'll touch on these. Sandbox is you let me go and do this quest and do that. Decentraland for me feels more like a metaverse, because I'm talking to people in there, I'm socializing, we're laughing, we're sharing, we're following each other. That for me is a metaverse. And that's the kind of feel I will get off, Everdome. I get that feel off of Everdome, people socializing in it. Same with Victoria VR. Okay, you have some play features where you can play and have some fun, but you're immersed into this whole VR experience with people around. And that's the kind of metaverse feel I'm looking for. So Wild World, if you do that, great. If you drop some VR capabilities, great. That's cool. Let me put wild on there as well for you guys. So now you can get a good clean picture as to what kind of coins you may want to consider going for when it comes to investing in these. Actually, let me just make these smaller. Can I shimmy it down to 12? Because obviously the writing's bigger. Here we go. Looks a bit better. So now I'm talking about the 1000x metaverses. Which one or ones would be considered as a 1000x? We're talking $100 investment turns to $100,000 with these projects that I seriously believe will go there once this metaverse whole trend kicks off again. Which ones am I talking about? There's a few, or two, and I'm going to show you these. The very first one that I seriously believe you should pay attention to if you want to take this risk is this right here, Realm. Realm is one of the first metaverses that I know that allow you to do it on your phone and soon come on PC as well. So, you'll be able to use this metaverse anywhere you want. You can build microverses. You can build a microverse and sell it if you want. Everything that you've made inside this microverse, sell the entire microverse. Someone now owns that microverse. I love that thought. I love the idea of selling microverses. It's cool as an entire NFT. Because, you might get a thing where, let's say, I don't know, just random thoughts. They might partner up with Gucci one day or something like that, where Gucci builds a metaverse. And then what if Gucci decides to sell their microverse to another, you know what I'm saying? And they're obviously going to sell it for serious money because everything's going to be Gucci. I'm just saying something like that could happen. You don't know what's going to come from this. Right now we're seeing a lot of play to earn aspects, some NFT aspects from galleries and stuff. But so much can immerse and emerge from this just from people's creative mind. Okay, so this is why I'm seriously bullish on this. You're talking a 3.9 million market cap according to CoinGecko, right? Sitting under a penny. This one can blow. This one can 100x easily, but I think it can 1000x. And when you look at the past, this was sitting about £1.50 in the past, the hype cycle. Don't miss it. That's all I'm going to say, because people sleep on projects. They think, no, it might go lower. This is down 99%. It lost so much of its value. This is a seriously good time to maybe consider either dollar cost averaging if you have some of this, or buying some of this. And it's not financial advice, but this for me is the 1000x that people are going to be wishing that they got in on, because like I said, at some point metaverse will kick off and many people are going to want to be able to do this on the go. I like this whole portal thing as well. Just open up a portal in your room that you can't really see it because I'm coming down, but you open up a portal and bang, you just walk through and you can use the whole AR. You know what I mean? Like, AR and VR is important. Augmented reality could be a big thing as well this 2023. So this is going to be great if you can use AR with this. I've got an itchy nose. I can feel it. And, play to own. They're dropping loads of different things that you can get involved in with, this whole metaverse thing. So you check it out more. Look at this. Look, I just want to show you what it means to 1000x on this. Like, seriously. And look at the supply. We're dealing with a 1 billion supply. You see it here, right? 1 billion. So most coins that I know that perform really well with 1 billion in supply has gone to like 10, 20, 30 pounds. I think Realm could easily go to a £10 price. But again, let's just see where this 1000x puts us. If this was to do a 1000x on our money, times it by 1000, I'm talking a 3.9 billion. Really? A 3.9 billion market cap. Very, very doable for a project like Realm. 3.9 billion. I'm not saying tens of billions. 3.9 billion. Now, when this does that, what does it do to the price? Look at this times 10, 9 pence times 100, 98 times 1,000, £9.80, just under £10. You're talking about $11. Something like that. I think this is going to be doable, and I think you guys should seriously pay attention to this. Let me make sure I'm recording. I feel like I've done this whole thing and it's not recorded. Okay, it's recording. I've always checked this little volume thing, see, because sometimes I've recorded a whole video. It's not recording. I have to do the whole thing again. And this would be a pain if I do this. I have to do this all again. So Realm, that's your first 1,000x gem. And again, who's paying attention? That's all I can say. Realm. What's the second metaverse project? Hold on, I gotta highlight this and make it smaller. So like this, put it to 12. Here we go. So what's going to be the second opportunity to potentially 1,000x your money in this whole metaverse genre? You know, this whole metaverse asset class. I'm going to show you this one here. Outer Ring. Outer Ring GQ is going to be your next best opportunity to potentially 1,000x your money. So for those that are new, you know, this is a whole, they call it Deep Space MMO. I think of like No Man's Sky, and I think of like, there's a new game coming out on Xbox called Starfield. I think of something like this when, you know, when I look at this. I know they've got a new thingy that you can, tech demo, people are saying to me to play it. I might do that, you know, drop a little video on that, because I did one before. But this has extreme, hold on, new tech, let me just click it. I haven't watched it. Let's just watch it. Have a quick look. Okay, a bit loud, isn't it? Could be that loud. Bring it down a bit here. It looks phenomenal. Massive exploration, explore many different planets, different worlds. NFTs a lot. Socialize with your friends and whatnot. Build, all of that. This has serious 1,000x potential. Like serious. I saw CDFI there on the banner. Just having a look. I haven't seen this, so I'm just, you know, watching it with you kind of thing. So right now they're just showing all the whole play to earn kind of, you know, run around. The whole city looks phenomenal. I remember walking around it. It was so engrossing. That's the tech demo. I might drop a little play to earn on that just so you can have a little feel and vibe of the whole thing. But I did, if you missed it, go and check my other ones. I did do a play to earn on this, and I did love it. The experience was really, really great. And I do think that this is going to be massive. So, look, the same VR capabilities in the future, maybe. Yeah, well, it says VR. You can grab things like spaceships, because if for you to travel in this metaverse, you're going to need a spacecraft. You know, you can get some vehicles to travel on ground and stuff. They're dropping lots of different NFTs that you can do. So, is it loot box? I can't remember where it is. You come over to the loot box area. Is it here? I can't remember. But I know you've got like marketplace. Here we go. Direct sales. Let's just have a look real quick, because these are the different the armors, weapons, you know, got clan, exo credits, cosmetics. These are all the things that you can grab right now to get yourself started on this metaverse when it launches. It's got huge potential, huge potential. So 1,000x, I can tell you right now, it's going to be a 1.3 billion market cap. Don't sleep. That's what I'm going to say. Don't sleep on this. Times about 1,000 just to show you. And again, we're talking $100 of your money. I'm not. Look, I can't. It's up to you. Do whatever you want with your money. I'm not telling you to buy anything. This isn't financial advice. But $100 would turn into $100,000 if this was to 10x. Sorry, 1,000x. Putting it at a 1.3 billion market cap. Life changing for some. You best believe. So, you know, GQ. You are straight up in my 1,000x for metaverse projects, because there's not many that are going to give people the opportunity that have, you know, your project has great foundation, huge potential. Both of them, Realm and GQ. Guys, what do you think? Drop your comments down below. Is there another metaverse project that you would have liked to have seen? I know there's many different types of projects. I mean, should I drop an Easter egg? What's the other one? If I was going to drop an Easter egg, what's it called? Can't remember. I've got it in here. I'm gonna have to find it. If I was to drop an Easter egg, what's it called? So many bloody projects. Which one would I say go for in relation to metaverse? I'm trying to find it, guys. I'm looking through my thing right here. I've got so many different projects. Hold on, I'm getting there. I'm looking. I just need to find it. But yeah, drop your comments down below. Let me know what else you would have as a metaverse project. And is it a high risk? Is it mid risk? Let me know these things, and I might add it to it as well. What's this bloody coin called? Project. You know what? I want to quickly go to OpenSea because I've got the NFTs of it, and then I'll remember the name. See, this is what happens. There's so many bloody good projects out there. How do you know which ones to remember? Because this one could also be another great low cap that you can, jump in. So it's a thingy. Let me find it. Where's the thingy? Got all my bloody NFTs here. I'm gonna get there. Look, listen. This is it. TCG World. That's. I don't know what happened. So let's just have a look at TCG World, and this is an Easter egg. Okay, for those that also want to get in on a metaverse type project, TCG World is another one that could potentially do really, really well. This is the old coin. They have 2 coins. They're upgraded to the newest coin. Let me see. TCG 2. Here we go. So this one could do good. Let me just show you the website. Because you could buy land, immerse. This kind of does remind me of the whole Grand Theft Auto type of thing. I would like to see it more sociable, more, let's talk, have a laugh, we can do this kind of thing. But this is another one that could do really, really well. So that's your Easter egg, guys. I'm going to leave it here. If you want to become a patron so you don't miss these things, I've got 7 tiers. The link is in the info section. Click the link, come over here, get in early because they're seeing this before you do, and now they can decide for themselves what kind of class project do they want to go for. Do they want to go for the high risk? The high risk, which is could potentially 1,000x their money, or do they want to just play it safe, grab themselves a blue chip metaverse, or like a blue chip AI, or a mid risk, the decentralized project? They can decide all through here. And if you missed my last videos, check them out because they sure as hell will help you on your journey. Guys, thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Cheers.